Hi, this is Ugo Uche with Road to Resolutions, and today I'm going to be talking about three straightforward steps towards changing undesirable behaviors. A couple of days ago, I was having an interview with a reporter on a different subject, and it had to do with bullying. And I was telling her about my technique for teaching kids to handle bullying, how I teach kids to bring bullying to a stop and moving on with their lives. And she interrupted me and she said, "How do you do that?" Maybe it was skepticism, maybe it was curiosity, all in one. Either way, it's a very common question, not just for bullying, but for all ranges of undesirable behaviors people want to change. And today's topic, the examples I'll be using is for anger management, because this is an anger management blog or vlog. So I'm just going to go into it. So three steps towards changing um, unhealthy behaviors. The first step is to uh, start accepting yourself unconditionally with positive regard. The second step is to identify beliefs and values that lead you to practicing or displaying behaviors that just cause nothing but problems in your life. And the third step is replacing those behaviors with healthier, more realistic beliefs and values that lead you to practicing more positive behaviors that help solve some of your problems. So I'm going to expand on that. The first one having to do with accepting yourself unconditionally with positive regard. This is because when it comes time to change your behavior about yourself, you have to look at hard, uncomfortable, and unflattering and embarrassing truths about yourself. It's not uncommon for people to discover or face the mirror and recognize something they don't like about themselves, and then they start to loathe themselves. They experience shame, which is just not healthy, and they look down on themselves, and it just derails the process of changing for the better. When you accept yourself unconditionally with positive regard, when you recognize uncomfortable and unflattering truths about yourself, you see it as a character defect, and you see yourself as still a lovable, worthy person capable of changing for the better. So the next step is identifying unhealthy beliefs and values. You go back as far back as you can, usually into your early life experiences, and you identify unhealthy beliefs and values that you hold now, and how early did you adopt these beliefs and values. It's usually a combination of an acute incident or a chronic unhealthy incidences that led you to see the world or people in a certain way. So an example would be someone who habitually lashes out on others verbally, sometimes maybe physically, or they physically take out their anger on inanimate objects such as walls and doors. They may have a beliefs and values that people are just terrible and not to be trusted, or they may have a beliefs and values that the only way that they can attain any measure of happiness is at the expense of others. So once you explore this, where it comes from, and coupled with the reality of how it's affecting their life today, you adopt a healthier opposite of that. Now, you don't want to go to the far extreme. So you don't want to go from having a strong distrust of others to trusting just about everybody you come into. That's just being socially naive. You want a healthy balance. You want to recognize that you know not everyone is to be trusted, but for the most part, people deserve an opportunity, a chance. You don't want to throw away the baby with the bathwater. And with that new, realistic, healthy belief and values, you want to start practicing behaviors that correspond to that beliefs and values. Like forgiving other people, letting go of grudges, instead of verbally lashing out, just using "I feel" statements. And when people practice these healthier behaviors, you have them document their progress, and you compare the consequences they experience from practicing these healthier behaviors to their original beliefs and values, and you want to point out the contradictions and just to further eradicate that old belief system. So that's it in a nutshell. 3 straightforward steps towards changing undesirable behaviors, and that's pretty much what I tell people, depending on the topic, whether it's anger management, bullying, depression, lack of motivation, you name it. My name is Ugo Uche with Road to Resolutions. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you have any ideas or questions, leave it in the comment section. You can leave it here on YouTube, or you can leave it on my blog, roadtoangermanagement.com. Other than that, thank you for your time. Thanks for visiting. Thank you.